Hi everyone, Agnes here. Now, many of you have been sharing with me over the last few weeks in all sorts of different ways, email, live classes, coaching sessions, your fears about certain things happening. Okay, and I know when you're in that spiral, it can be quite distressing and it often gives you nightmares. Now, if you're in that situation right now, I'm going to give you something to think about, and it comes from Joseph Murphy. It's in his book, The Cosmic Power Within You, and it's a concept called collapsing space and time. So as I read you this very short story, think about how do I apply what he's talking about to what I am currently going through. Now, an engineer once told me that he was trying hard for a promotion, but then others in the organization had priority over him in years of service. He supposed he would have to wait perhaps several years. This engineer had a pilot's license and few planes for research purposes from LA to New York and other cities. I asked him, how long is the flight to New York? How long would it take? Oh, he said, by jet, less than 5 hours. So he collapsed 3,000 miles of space into 5 hours or less. Now, the old horse and cart might have done it in 18 months. Our mathematicians and scientists are pointing out that time and space are one and correlated, and that when we collapse time, we collapse space. I told him frankly that he promoted himself, but first he would have to remove the barricade and stumbling blocks which were there in his own mind. Preclusions such as, others are ahead of me, I'll have to wait. For about 5 minutes morning and evening, he quieted his mind and imagined his wife saying to him, darling, I'm delighted about your promotion and your increase in salary. It is wonderful. He felt her embrace and sensed the reality and naturalness of her voice, her gestures, and her expressed joy. In a few weeks' time, he realized his cherished goal. At this writing, he is working on an ideal project, doing top secret work with an increase in prestige and an enormous increase in salary. So, collapsing space and time. Think about when you are in your fear, you are moving away from what you desire because you are infecting yourself with certain emotions that are repelling. So what can you do about it? Practice what he did. Quiet your mind twice a day. Get a little imaginal scene that actually puts you at the point of having what you desire. Look at what fears you have or what negative beliefs you hold, like he did. He had 2, and they were, others are ahead of me, I'll have to wait. And think about what yours are in regards to your desire, okay? Once you get those down, you can see what it is that you need to transform, let go of, the fear about, okay? So once you identify it, what they are, like he did, then you create an imaginal scene that gives you the exact desire as if you have it already right now. And then he called it quiet times twice a day. You can call it meditation. You could call it pondering, whatever you prefer. Sit and do what he did, which is spend time moving away from your fear, away from your negative thoughts, away from your it's not going to happen, and be in the presence of the desire. And just enjoy that emotion. You cut off all the peripheral, all the dead wood. Okay? So, practice this, see how you go. And there is one more video I did called Dealing with Fear in 20 Minutes. Now, it's an audio, so you can concentrate on what is being said and you can apply it. And it was something that I went through in my personal experience and how I had high levels of fear because of what was going on, and within 20 minutes I could bring myself right down to being in an emotional state of not having any fear at all. Okay, so I will put that other video down in the description and also up here next to my head for for those of you that want to do a bit more work on this. I also will put the Joseph Murphy playlist. Love Joseph Murphy, but there has been so much focus on Neville and Florence that poor little Joseph has been left behind. So I have been bringing him up to the surface today. Thank you, Joseph. This is a fabulous book for anyone that wants to do some really good reading. And he's got wonderful stories, and he's got the little treatment, the way to correct it, the way to move forward, and the end result that people ended up being able to manifest. So see how you go with this, everybody. Lots of love, and I'll see you in the next YouTube.